junk. Box in a box in a box in a box. Although I am aware that it is technically still summer, I cannot ignore my feelings about the imminent arrival of fall. I am bursting of excitement. But before we can officially start to dive into fall, dive into all the fall things that we love, we have to make some space first. And for me, with every new season comes a cycle of shedding the old to make space for the new. And what better way of doing that than doing a good old decluttering and organizing. I just want to start this cozy and comfy season fresh. So this week, I'm going to take you along with me on a journey of decluttering our spaces, both physical and mental, because you guys know I love to do a mental decluttering as I am doing a actual decluttering of my apartment. So today is Monday and I have planned on decluttering a different room of my apartment every day of this week. So it's not so overwhelming and we're not doing everything in one single day. I know a lot of us have busy jobs and busy lives. So give yourself like a week or even 2 weeks of dedicating a little bit of time every day to decluttering different spaces, but enough chit-chatting because we have a lot to do. So today we're gonna start with my home office slash home studio slash sewing studio slash this room has way too many purposes. Anyway, let's just go see the room and talk about it when we're there. So I'm realistically gonna spend a couple of days on this room just because of how overwhelming it is right now. I don't know if you guys can see all of the mess that is currently in this room. A lot of it is on the floor, so I'll show you as I'm taking care of it. But there's a bunch of random, well, not random, but photography equipment that I need to put away. There's a frame picture that I found on the side of the street and thought was lovely and wanted it for my apartment, but then don't really know where to put it. Oh, also I have this birthday hat. So that gives you an understanding of the randomness of this room. I feel like this floor POV does it more justice. So yeah, let's just start by clearing all of this out. I'm gonna get rid of this desk because it is really of no use to me except to hold things, and I feel like it's just taking a lot of space in this room for no reason. And I have some loose plans to turn this room into a mini photo studio because the light from this room comes from the side and that would be very nice. I want to be able to put a backdrop on this wall. I originally got it because I wanted something higher for sewing. I think what I'll end up doing is I'll buy a really large adjustable heights desk to put here. And that could be used as my like standing cutting table. I would just adjust the heights so I don't break my back when I'm cutting. But yeah, so I need to clear this up. I'm probably not gonna get rid of it today because that seems like a lot of work. Probably do that tomorrow. I might end up putting this chair that you can't really see right now, kind of like in the corner, create more of a cozy vibe. Honestly, how lovely would it be just have like a little couch? I just want to make it so I can actually want to hang out in this room. I feel like I don't want to hang out in this room. But it gets really nice light. Oh, this guy's really pretty. Can I show you guys? This guy looks really pretty right now. See what I'm saying? So I do want to hang out in this room. It's a lovely room. I just have not been able to figure out how to use this space, but I'm gonna figure it out. Anyway, I have a couple boxes of stuff down here that I need to get rid of. So let's do that. Remember when I made this little pillow for my home office makeover? I want to make more of those. Maybe I'll make some fall pillows. I really want to get back into sewing and make some stuff for fall instead of like buying new things. I'm trying to do a anti-consumerism fall this year because I feel like fall is a lot on, especially on YouTube and on social media, tends to be a lot about consuming and buying things. And not that I won't buy a couple of candles, but I just feel like I want to focus on other things to get myself in the fall spirit this year. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, what do we have in here? Pens. Yeah, we need pens. This is all junk. Box in a box in a box in a box. I don't know where I'm gonna put this, but I think it's lovely. I don't know if you guys can see with the reflection. Like it's Switzerland landscape prints. We'll see. We'll find it a place. So I was just kind of moving things around, trying to like imagine what this space could look like. I ended up putting the chair, the cozy chair over there, which likely it won't stay there. But I guess I imagine like once this is gone, what if I put a little tiny couch here? I could hang out here. I could have people, when people are over, we could hang out here sometimes. I don't know. Could be like our little second living room. I just hate the fact that our living room doesn't have any natural lights. And I feel like it could be nice to hang out here during the day more. And then at night when it's dark anyway, we can have our other living room. I don't know. I just have thoughts right now. So it is the next day, and we are back for the second half of the decluttering of the home office. And I'm very excited because I want to go through all of my sewing stuff, see what fabrics I have left, kind of sort through all of that, because I really, really want to get back into doing more sewing this fall and doing more crafts and doing things that really just make my heart happy when it comes to creative endeavors. And after I'm done with the office, I actually want to take some time today to reflect on some of those things because I feel like I've had a lot on my heart when it comes to my creativity journey this year, some of the things that I started with my photography, feelings of being behind on some of my goals, and just overall kind of wanting to reflect on what success means to me and what I really want out of my life, out of my art, out of my career. I know this is all very intense, but it's just, I think this is a perfect time at the end of summer to reflect on how the year's been going so far as we're entering the season of fall, which feels very much like a season of shedding. And as I'm reorganizing my apartment and my space and getting rid of things, I also want to make sure that I take the time to get rid of unnecessary pressure that I put on myself, unnecessary beliefs that I have about myself that are feeling like a burden on my shoulders. So we're gonna do that once we have a serene and clean room to do it in. But first, let's go through, we're gonna open this closet and go through it and see what we keep, what we donate, or in New York City, you just put things in a box on the side of the street. And I also have my sewing machines up there, so I want to bring those down so I can use them. And Aaron had Aaron had to go to work, so I'll probably get rid of my desk tomorrow or whenever he gets back. I don't know what time he gets back, but I can still go through this closet and reorganize. All right, so we have lots of things in there. Ooh, this is just my yoga mat, which I don't really use because I go to the gym a lot, but it's good to have. Some more smart bulbs. Probably should put this under the sink in the kitchen. Ugh, a bunch of stuff. Oh, also, guys, some massively important news for today. It's Ziggy's birthday today. Everyone say happy birthday to Ziggy. He's 3. I can't believe you're 3. Oh my goodness. Happy birthday. Let's see, this is so random. Show you guys because there's some stuff that I'm very excited about. So I have some fabrics here. I'm not going to take them out because it's actually, you know, as well organized as fabric can be, at least for me. But I think this kind of, I mean, it's not like orange, but it's kind of like a golden corduroy color that I feel like maybe I could make a pillow out of because it's very pretty. And then I also have this like green, it's kind of, I don't know if you can really see on camera, but it's kind of this dark olive green. So I might make some projects with those. And then up here, this is what I want to bring down because this has a bunch of scrap fabrics. And I thought I had some like orange corduroy in there. I hope I do. But we'll see. We're gonna bring that down. This is stuff that is probably gonna stay up there. So, and then we're gonna bring down my sewing machine, or actually I might leave them up there too. We have a lot of space up in this room, which is great because you can't really see it. I mean, unless you really look. We also have all this storage over there. That's like our Christmas decorations and some clothing, I think. Guys! I knew it. It's so tiny, but I knew I had some orange in there. I can make some sort of craft with this. Massive decluttering for this closet, just a little bit of cleaning up and getting rid of old things. And then there's a few more of these shoes that were in there randomly, but I'm just gonna put them in some of the baskets that are in the other closets. And then I'm just gonna reorganize everything so I can put whatever I donate in a box on the sidewalk, and we'll be done with the office. Good morning. So today's Wednesday and I'm so excited because the weather really feels like fall this morning. It's like 17 degrees Celsius, so it's like in the 60s, I guess, Fahrenheit. And I'm just very happy about it. I'm about to put on a little sweater to go outside. This morning I want to do some mind decluttering. I was kind of mentioning that yesterday, but I have been feeling a little off actually the past few days, which is interesting that it's happening while I'm filming this video. I've just been a little burnt out at work. I've just been questioning a lot of things, and I feel like this is the perfect time for me to reset mentally and do some journaling and kind of reset my priorities for September and onwards. I'm gonna go to a coffee shop, the coffee shop that has the doors open and has some nice space outside. So anyway, let's head out and go get some coffee. Honestly, this morning, working outside in the sun with like it being the perfect temperature was truly healing. And I had a grand time. I since have come home and finished my work day. It's actually a little bit later than when I usually get off work. It's 7 p.m. and I'm trying to really go to bed early these days. So we're gonna try to keep the decluttering short today. But that's what I was talking about earlier when I was saying I feel like you need to incorporate this into your daily life in bite-sized pieces because it just makes it a little bit less daunting. This week I told myself that I was going to go through this process of decluttering, reorganizing, cleaning. It doesn't mean that every single day has to be a whole construction site. I'm going to wash my rugs, which are all washable rugs because I have a dog and I need to be able to throw those in the washing machine. We're also going to wash the couch cover. I love the fact that we can also wash the couch cover once in a while. I try to do it once a month, but I feel like it's been a little longer than that since I did it last. So we're washing all the linens and while everything is washing and drying, I'm gonna clean up the living room, probably pull the couch and see if there's anything scary behind, vacuum, do all that stuff. So let's try to get as much done as possible. I'm giving myself an hour and we'll see how much we can get done. I'm out of breath from going up and down the stairs to do laundry. But now I'm gonna remove all the rugs and all the rooms and do another load.
Siempre de pensar en el ahora quiero estar.
So this is the state behind the couch. Honestly, it's not that bad. It's just a bunch of Ziggy toys and tools that I kind of knew were underneath there. But I'm just gonna clean this up and get rid of anything we don't need. So I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to wash the rugs tonight. They are downstairs by the wash. Oh, hi, Ziggy. but someone else is using the washing machine, so I want to be considerate, and I don't want to double down on using the dryer. Might have to do that tomorrow morning, but that's okay, because hi buddy. Hi sweetie pie. Yes, hi, thank you for the kisses. Wouldn't be a video on my channel without Ziggy making an appearance. But right now, reorganize this. I mean, mainly those, having a pile of magazines here is not the best thing, because this part of the coffee table, this lower shelf of the coffee table does get a lot of this little guy's hair. So in order to make it easier to clean, I'm just gonna put the magazine somewhere else. The rest of the books is fine. I usually just dust them off. But let's clean off the table, put it back for now, and then we'll clean the kitchen a little bit because I still haven't done that. And then I think that'll be all for today because it's 8 p.m. I need to eat a little dinner and go to bed. So I was gonna say today was a lighter day in terms of getting things done, but honestly, removing all the rugs and the couch covers and putting everything back on is quite the exercise. So I'm glad that I dedicated one day to just doing that. Making some really good progress. I just put the couch cover and all of the rugs back on, so that feels really good. And I'm about to tackle the bathroom. We have a whole cabinet here that is kind of a mess, so we're gonna take care of that and reorganize. This is my yearly supply of contacts that I just got, so I need to organize that. And then, aside from that, the bathroom generally looks a little disgusting because since I knew I was doing a decluttering this week, I didn't clean it on Sunday. So it's accumulated a little bit. We're going to wash the linens. We're going to do more laundry. Wash the rug. You just get it out already. And wash all of the towels. And clean the bathroom.
You know I try to hold on to where there's no you.
bathroom. Honestly, it really wasn't that bad. I feel like that cabinet was more disorganized than it was cluttered. I mean, I did get rid of a few things, a good amount of things that either were empty and were still in there, or just I hadn't used in a long time, which usually means I'm never gonna use it. So yeah, that was it. And I think that's all I had in me for today. Tomorrow is Friday, so we still have our summer Fridays. This is our last summer Friday. I'm kind of sad, but I'm gonna have the whole afternoon, so I'm gonna be able to finish. I still need to do a lot in our bedroom, and I want to go through my kitchen pantry. So we'll be doing all of that tomorrow. I also need to go pick up the laundry downstairs. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'm gonna say goodnight, and I'm gonna go eat, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, that's gonna be a really pretty shot. Guys, we are so back for the last day of this declutter. I cannot wait to be done. I'm feeling a little lazy today, and I'm just kind of more in a mood to go meet up with my friends and have a glass of wine. But we don't always get to do what we want, do we? Or, better, we get to do what we want once we've accomplished the tasks that we've set ourselves up to do, right? Like, I made a promise to myself that I was gonna declutter and get as much done as I could this week, and I'm not about to break this promise to myself. We're gonna try to be efficient and productive, but we're gonna get it done. Today, on our list, we have, let me show you. Closets is messy. Very messy. Absolutely messy. Half of this stuff should be on hangers, but because I've been a messy person and I've just let it accumulate here, it just needs to be organized and put back on hangers or folded. This is kind of supposed to be our linen closet, and it's just also, quite the mess. And then hopefully this should be quick, but I want to take everything off these shelves and just clean them up, because it does not happen as often as it should, and it is getting pretty dusty. And last but not least, the part that I cannot 1,000% promise I'll actually get to is decluttering my pantry. My pantry is currently not the biggest pain point, I would say. Like, it's not actively bothering me. It's not so deeply disorganized and messy that it's like hurting me while I'm cooking, hurting my workflow, if you may. So we'll see if we get to it. I don't know what that was. But all I've just shown you right now is absolutely necessary. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright guys, let's be honest. I think we're done for today. I think that's all we have time for. To sort through all of these clothes. And then I also had just done laundry yesterday, so I had more clothes to fold. But I'm honestly satisfied with how much I got done this week, considering that I did all of this while working my full-time job as usual and, you know, filming this video. But overall, I'm just feeling a lot better. Even mentally, I feel like doing all of this week has really helped me sort through, you know, my mental health as well, because I've been doing a lot of reflecting and just trying to take things one day at a time. I think one of the biggest issues that I have and that causes me so much anxiety is, and just kind of like making me question so many things, is that I feel like daunted by the process of thinking long term, or I feel daunted by the long term, basically. And I just keep thinking about the fact that I need to get rid of my anxiety and get over it and sort through my trauma. And I kind of just picture it in a way where I'm thinking that there will be one day that I'm over it, and seeing that as like getting over that hump or whatever, and seeing what's on the other side of that mountain. I'm sorry, that metaphor is not really making sense, but I think one thing that I've realized lately is that maybe the problem is that I'm seeing things that way instead of just accepting that every day is its own battle, quote unquote. Every day I can make decisions to make that day feel better. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is that I have realized that I need to focus on how can I make today better? How can I make this week better? Instead of just thinking about how great my life will be the day I don't have anxiety anymore. Because honestly, I don't know if that will ever happen. Well, I'll always have emotions. I'll always have big emotions, strong emotions, because I'm a very sensitive person. And that's something that I've honestly learned to love about myself. But it comes with a lot of ebbs and flows, and that's okay. And I'm really learning to accept that. It makes things feel less daunting overall. So anyway, that was my little closing speech. The main thing that I was thinking about, that I've been thinking about the past few weeks, is my job situation, me wanting to pursue a new career, me doing YouTube. I just feel like I'm doing so much, and I'm just putting so much pressure on what my life will be like if I have a new job, if I pursue a creative passion as a full-time job. And it's just, I put so much pressure on myself. I always say this, but it's just, it made me feel like guilty. I feel like I always feel so much guilt around not being able to achieve some of the things that I've set my mind to. But I'm accepting that right now, and I can open up more about this on a different video because I feel like this is not really the point of this, but I do want to pursue photography. I do want to continue YouTube. I feel like YouTube is my main priority at the moment because I love it so much, and it's been getting such good traction, and it's just been making me feel so happy and fulfilled in so many ways. And I do have my full-time job, and although it is sometimes stressful and I do feel a little bit burnt out, it is a security and a safety and a consistent source of income, and it does give me peace of mind. And I don't think I'm ready to let go of that yet. And photography is something that I want to continue to explore and practice, and maybe get some jobs here and there, but it's just so hard to try to actively pursue that right now. I think I would have to quit my job to fully pursue that, which is, again, I'm not there yet. So I feel like I've shifted my priorities again a little bit, and I've goal posted, I guess, in a way, and I'm just trying really hard not to feel guilty about that and not to feel shame about that. I'm still trying to figure some of these things out, but I appreciate you for listening if you've stayed until the end of this video. If you guys are interested, before you leave, I am actually about to give Ziggy a bath because I thought this was the last thing I really needed to do since I have now washed the couch, the rugs, the linens. Ziggy needs to be washed and I have not given him a bath in a minute. So we're gonna get him. He doesn't know yet. He's sleeping. He has mixed feelings about baths. He does like them, but he's also sometimes feel a little annoyed after a while. So we're gonna try to make it quick, and we're gonna bathe him. And I want to thank you for watching this video. Thank you for hopping along with me on this journey of decluttering mentally and physically. I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye bye.